Poveglia is an island placed in the south of Venice, situated in front of Malamocco, the southern district of the Lido. Before assuming its current name, Poveglia is mentioned in the ancient maps as Poveggia or even Popilia, probably referring to the poplars that it housed or to the nearby Via Popilia-Annia, a road built on commission of the Roman consul Publius Popilius Lenate. Commonly referred to as an island, Poveglia actually looks like a group of 3 islands, one of which is artificial. The main island, that is the central one, has housed most of the buildings over the centuries and connects with the smaller one located behind it through a bridge, while the artificial island, famous for its octagonal shape, was built in 1380 for defensive purposes. The island has been the subject of numerous speculations and myths, deriving not only from its abandonment, but also from the mysterious stories about the structures it has hosted over the years. History of Poveglia begins in the first half of the 6th, when it welcomed its first inhabitants escaped from the barbarian invaders after the devastations that they brought, and the destruction of the hinterland cities. For years, after the participation of the Malamocco resistance, called Malamocco in those days, which was besieged by the Franks between 809 and 810, the small community lived in peace and avoided the continent's laws and taxes. Over time, it became a thriving center, both economically and demographically. The local families took care of fishing and salting, and, since its position within the lagoon, from a commercial point of view it could have excellent relations with the nearby Palestrina. The demographic decline happened at the end of the 14th century, following the Chioggia War, which led to the evacuation of the population to Venice. Despite the octagonal fortification built to defend the island, it was equally occupied and devastated. The Serenissima became interested several times over the following years to the recovery of the island, but it was only in the 18th century that it was decided to use it as a storage station, a place to stop boats and to store onboard equipment, until, in 1782, the structures were changed as health purposes, as well as goods control. The island therefore acted as a lazaret, hosting crews of plague patients given the impossibility in those years of being hosted by Lazaretto Nuovo and Lazaretto Vecchio. It served as a maritime quarantine station throughout the 19th century, also opening psychiatric and geriatric departments operating until the second post-war period, time when the island was assigned to the state.